Hi everyone, my name is Ginger. I am a certified peer support specialist. I'm also a mental health advocate in the state of Utah. And I want you to know that I support Lee Castillo for Congress. And we need someone in DC who is representing the people back here in Utah who struggle with mental illness. Lee Castillo and I were feeding homeless kids back in, 2009 when nobody else was doing it. They were not getting breakfast in the morning, and he and I worked together, and we did breakfast for them 6 days a week at our church. And then later on, he and I worked together again during the winter months before the 24-hour shelter was for the Homeless Youth Resource Center was created. And he and I did some feeding of the homeless youth over at the Utah Pride Center for a couple winters. So they had some place to go on Saturday mornings. I believe Lee is very genuine. He understands mental health. He worked at DCFS. He's a social worker. He understands homeless youth. He did amazing fundraising for the homeless youth 24-hour shelter, and he is a very passionate person. He has two young boys that he adopted who are in high school, and they're amazing boys, and he's done such an awesome job with them, and I'm just so proud of him. I've known Lee for, oh wow, it's probably been like 10 years. I don't even know how to express the passion and the love that Lee has and the understanding that he has of people with mental illness. I personally am someone who experiences a mental illness. I have schizophrenia, and I have never felt judged by Lee. I've always felt like he's really understood me. And I think that also him being a part of the LGBT community, like I am, just having him as a role model and anyway, just being able to know that he knows my issues and that he can represent me well in Washington, D.C. Anyway, and I must say, he is also, look at me, a University of Utah graduate, and I'm graduating next year, so extra go Utes. Anyway, so this is kind of a weird video, but I really wanted to share it with you guys because Lee is, I don't even know how to explain it. He's just the funnest guy to be around. And I think that he brings the light out in a lot of people. If we need anyone in Washington, D.C. right now, especially with mental, somebody who can represent mental health care, it is Lee Castillo. And I hope that you will turn out in November and vote for him. There's a lot of people who don't have access to mental health care. And it's because we don't have a lot of people who are able to get coverage to be able to get mental health care. Therefore, a lot of the people that are who are not being treated are living on our streets and are not getting the proper medications, or if they need therapy, or like me, I'm a peer specialist or peer support. They don't have access to peer support. I was the peer support trainer in the state of Utah for 7 years, and I guess I don't see anything that Lee would do in DC that would not represent me. I know that if we sent Lee to DC to be one of our congressmen, that he would represent me and social services and all of my peers, all of people with disabilities and healthcare needs he would do such a great job. So I hope you turn out and vote for him. And if my puppy Anise could vote, she'd vote for Lee too. Bye.